Hello there and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing September beauty favorites. We're going to be talking about all of the things: skincare, color cosmetic, hair care, nails, all the beauty favorites. So let's just get right into it. I'm going to start off with skincare products. First and foremost being a gentle cleanser that really just does it all for my skin. It's not aggressive. It doesn't leave my skin feeling dry or irritated. I do have a sensitive skin type, and sometimes cleanser can be like a little bit too stripping, a little bit too aggressive, leave my skin feeling even more tight and dry. I've really been loving this one. It's the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser. I go on and off with CeraVe. Like sometimes I really rely on these products because they're so gentle and they're great staples in a sensitive skincare routine. But I also like playing around with skincare and just noticed my skin was being a little bit more finicky lately. Could be the change in season, and I've been using this for almost a month now. I love a good lather. I know some people are anti-foam, anti-lather in cleansing products, but I love a good lather and I like how this gives me a nice foam when I'm washing my face. I am always genuine and honest with y'all, especially for a product that's this expensive, and this is not part of my sponsorship. This is just me talking to you about this. I genuinely was taken back by how much of a difference this made in the way my skin felt and the way my skin looked. I feel like it really gave my skin a noticeable amount of bounciness. I feel like it took away a lot of the dullness my skin had, and it really almost like normalized the way my skin felt. My skin had always felt really like dry, tight, irritated, agitated. Like I just always had noticeable dry patches on my face, and I don't say that to say that they're completely gone. But around the 3-week mark of consistently using the Essence, I just like noticed my skin looked and felt bouncy. And I do feel like it also really helped with post-acne hyperpigmentation fading. It also looks like I've used a lot of this. No, took it on an over the weekend stay and I did not tighten my bottle all the way. And it was just like a dig to see that this had leaked all over my skincare bag, but I really like it. I genuinely feel like I could see myself using the SK2 Essence for years to come. It's done so much, just let alone from making my skin feel not as tight and uncomfortable, just the way it I feel like it just balanced my skin and made it feel a lot more normal. So this next one is specifically for anybody with eczema because I stand by this. It is the Save Our Skin Tower 28 Daily Rescue Facial Spray. This has hyperchlorous acid in it, which is actually supposed to be really great at just aiding the skin in helping with its antibacterial properties. And I also feel like this has significantly helped with preventing eczema patches, specifically around my mouth, because the way my eczema is on my face, I can almost feel it start brewing because when I am either washing my face or applying moisturizer, the areas where I'm prone to getting eczema patches, they'll tingle. So even if it doesn't become a full-blown eczema patch, I know by the sensation on my skin that something's going on and my skin's getting really reactive to whatever it may be. And I've been spraying this on my skin every day in the morning after cleansing, and I feel like it's just prevented eczema from popping up. So that's incredible. Yeah, really like this. And I guess we'll just have to like continue using it. I only have the mini bottle, but would 100% get the big bottle because around this time is when I start struggling with eczema the most, like around my eyes, eyelids, around my mouth, and I haven't had that issue yet. So I'm thinking we're gonna be good. This isn't really skincare, but I don't know where else to put this product. It's Tinkle razors. I know I've spoken about these on my channel before, but recently purchased some more and have just really been loving the ease of how I can just shape my brows. Okay, goodbye. How I can just shape my brows so much quicker and I don't have to do as much plucking. I really like how I can just clean up underneath my brow and get that nice sharp edge right in between the brows. Take care of the unibrow. And then I also really like how I can shape the top. I just kind of cut those long dragon hairs right off, and then I I feel like I've got a perfectly shaped brow in less than a minute. So I love the convenience of those. They've been really great. I also use them to shave my mustache. Prepare to be shocked because I actually have 2 priming products that I've been obsessed with for different reasons. So the first is the Yves Saint Laurent Glow in Balm. This is kind of similar-ish to that Estee Lauder primer I really love, but this is like that supercharged. So beautiful. Smells like an orange sherbet, has kind of like a gel cream formula, so it does absorb into the skin. It doesn't leave you with a sticky layer. It just really plumps up the skin, gets your skin looking really nice and bouncy for makeup application, performs well mixed in with products as well, and I think it also helps increase the longevity on my makeup by a lot because my skin is just in a really good place to have makeup put on top of it, and it just like kind of smooths everything out, makes everything look really nice and ready to go. Now the other one is from Laneige. It's the Glowy Makeup Serum. This is more along the lines of the primers that I typically always go for. I like these because they get quickly absorbed into the skin. They leave you with a nice sheen, and I just feel like if you're someone who doesn't like the feeling of heavy makeup, these are really great options because they don't linger. They just prep the base, and then once you put your makeup on, you don't feel like you have 60 layers of products on your skin. I also love this for mixing in with foundations that are a little bit too thick and I want to cut the formula down and just make them a little bit more watery or give them a little bit more of a glow. So I mixed it today with my favorite foundation of the month. It was the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Foundation and Concealer. I've already mentioned this twice, so I won't go too crazy in detail with this, but I like the customizable coverage. I love the finish of this foundation, and it has really great longevity on its own, regardless of primer or setting spray that you use with it. So I really like it. Anywhere from light to completely full flawless coverage with this foundation, and it's just a really nice, creamy, comfortable formula. 2 concealers that I've really been liking. So this is from L'Oreal. It's the True Match Super Blendable Concealer Crayon. This is a creamy stick concealer, specifically really like it for concealing things on the face. This is in the shade W45, which is a good match for the skin on my face right now, and I like how it will hide post-acne hyperpigmentation, red spots, darkness on the planes of my face without drawing more attention to any of those areas that will be textured. And I actually find that it has really good longevity. I don't often set it with powder, and it lasts like almost all day for me. I rarely have to do touch-ups with this, and I just like the ease of the crayon and just kind of like drawing it on, blending it in, wham bam, done. This is the Kosas Super Creamy and Brightening Concealer. So specifically really like this under my eyes to help hide darkness, and then I always do the little bit on the bridge of, like, you know, not the bridge of my nose, but right down the center of my nose, just to add a little bit of a highlight right there for when I contour it. And I really like the formula of it. I think it's pretty much self-setting because, again, I don't really ever set it with powder, but it sets down to that really nice, like, powder satin finish. I cannot believe I am I'm gonna mention an eyeshadow palette because this is like the anti-eyeshadow palette. I love it. This is the Super Nudes Easy Eye Palette from Charlotte Tilbury. I've been using this pretty much exclusively almost every time I do my eyeshadow. I like it because it's like eyeshadow for people who don't like eyeshadow or aren't good at eyeshadow. All of the colors I have used numerous times. I love the formula of these. I love the finish. Every single shade is more of like a satin sheeny finish, and that makes them super easy to work with. Pretty much foolproof as well because they just don't stick to your eye like some of the more like matte or dry shadows that can be a little bit difficult to work with. I think the pigmentation is perfect. They're not overly pigmented to where, again, they're difficult to work with. It's just an eyeshadow palette for dummies. I love the shades. I've used it to do anything from just like an everyday light eye look to a super dramatic smoky look that I wore to a wedding that was at night. I like it. It's just, it works for me. And if you're not particularly fond of eyeshadows either and you just want something that you can wear every single day, no fuss, no muss, this will be your new favorite, I promise. Really been loving the RMS Master Radiance Base in Rich and Radiance. This is such a beautiful, versatile product. You can wear it on its own, you can mix it in with your foundation, or you can wear it on top. I tend to wear it on top the most. I find that because the product's a little bit oilier, I like to control exactly where I place it on my face. And sometimes with, you know, a little bit of healing acne, it can make that area look a little bit overly textured. So I'm sure if I'm having a particularly good skin day, I would love the way this would look all over my skin. But for right now, I just take it on whatever brush I was using for foundation and tap it on the high points of the face. And I love how it just gives you that really beautiful, dewy glisten on the high points of the face. And the shade is honestly to die for. I love it. It's so good. I'm going to mention this again because I genuinely, every time I do my bronzer, I wear this. It's the Luminous Silk Face Powder in the shade 11.5. I was loving this over the summer because of that gorgeous red undertone, but I was wondering, how is this gonna transition into fall with red lips and, you know, more dark fall-y toned lips? I love it even more. It's so beautiful. If you do have a skin tone similar to mine, I cannot recommend this to you enough. It just blends over the skin like butter. It looks so incredible as a bronzer. It just has all the right things going for it. A little bit more of a luminous finish. It is creamy. It's got that gorgeous red undertone, and it just blends into your skin unlike anything else. Because it's not a bronzer, it's a face powder, but I wear it as a bronzer. So it's just formulated to melt into your skin and look beautiful. And I love the Luminous Silk line, so it's been like my favorite bronzer every day. I wear it every day. And I had a feeling I was really gonna like this blush during the fall. It's the Neo Nude Melting Color Balm for cheeks and eyes. Love this as a single shadow, but also love it as a blush. It's this really deep, cool toned brown, which it looks kind of crazy in the pan to wear it as a blush, but it actually really looks nice, and I think it's such a beautiful fall shade. I like to apply it with something that's a little bit more loose, not something quite as dense. I find that because the product is so pigmented, it can be a little bit difficult to work with on the cheek area if I'm using a brush that's too dense. I just get a little bit too much payoff, but I love it as a single eyeshadow shade as well. And what a beautifully formulated, elegant product this is, because it's kind of like a spongy cream that, you know, applies like a cream so it really melts into your skin and jives with your skin's texture, and then sets down to a powder. So it's beautiful. Still obsessed with LA Girl Shockwave Lip Liner in the shade Gingerbread. There's not much I can say about this. It's like the perfect overlining shade. It lasts a long time. You need to get it if you are obsessed with overlining your lips or you love nude lip liners like I do. You've got to get it, but I've already spoken about it like way too many times, so I won't bore you with that. This mascara though, we have to talk about it. It's the Ilia Fullest Volumizing Mascara. I love the brush, the formula, the color, the effect. I love this mascara. I legit feel like you could build your lashes to touch your eyebrows. What I like to do is kind of wiggle it around the base of the lash to really build up the product down there, so I get a really nice intense looking lash line. And then as I start going through the length of the lash, I do a little bit more of like a rolling, combing motion. The tip of the brush has flat bristles that jut outward, so I can even use that to kind of move the lashes around while they're still wet and set them in the form that I like. It looks gorgeous on the lower lashes as well. And I mean, you can see me applying it, like the effect is just great. It really gives you volume, length. It's just such a pretty mascara. I feel like it's one of those mascaras where it makes your lashes look like falsies. For about 6 months, I was on a nail salon kick. I loved going to the nail salon and getting acrylics with the tip and having super long nails. And prior to that, I had been to the nail salon all but 3 times in my entire life. I love doing my own nails, and after 6 months of going to the nail salon, I realized, okay, this is why I don't go to the nail salon. I start getting really antsy and anxious and like fidgety. I just don't like sitting there for that long. And that aside, It was so difficult to get nail appointments with my acrylic girl because she was really good at what she did, but she was always booked out, and it was just like really difficult to, you know, find times that aligned for the both of us. It's an expensive service. For me, it was $60 plus tip because I was getting, you know, the tips, they were quite long, and then the acrylic on top. And that aside, when I would see my nails in between sets, when she would remove them, I was like, what is happening to my nails? I feel like naturally I have pretty nice, strong nails, but I could just never like grow them out super long. I, for a while, was just using the OPI Nail Envy. If you have brittle nails or you're rehabbing your nails from acrylics or dip, you need this. It really helped my nails. Mine are still like not fully grown out from the acrylic damage because it's gonna take some time, but it really helped with just making them feel a lot stronger and not so paper thin. I've taken matters into my own hands and I am full on a press-on girl. I've tried Color Camp, which is pretty expensive, but they give you custom sizes for your nails. Kiss, which it could have been the style I got, but they were really thin and they just kept popping off. So then I found this. It's by the brand Manny Muse. I love the shape of the nail. It's got a good curve on the apex, so you have a little bit more flexibility and the nail just feels a lot more stable. I have on today like just their classic French. These ones which have little daisies. These are called All Damn Daisy, and then this one is French Affair. So I've been loving these, specifically just really like the shape of these nails. And honestly, I think they have the best glue too. Their glue from Manny Muse is a little bit more gel-like, so it stays put. It's not as fluid, so it doesn't like flood your nail plate and get everywhere. It stays pretty much exactly where you put it. I'd say the most inconvenient thing about doing press-ons is they do occasionally fly off, but all you have to do is just keep a glue in your purse, in your car, and then one in your house, and then whenever one pops off, you literally just glue it back on. So it's not the end of the world. And I like how even when I take these off, I just soak them in hot water, put a little bit of oil in a bowl with hot water, and you just, you know, kind of wiggle them around. Even when they pop off, they don't damage your nail. You can clearly see a stark line on my nails from all the acrylic damage, and I've been wearing press-ons on top, and it's not causing any damage to the new growth. So, a press-on gal I am. Okay, so that's everything for color cosmetics and then skincare. So I wanna talk about some hair care products and kind of like what I wanna do with my hair for the next year or two, because I've just been like deep diving into hair care research and like videos and things like that. So I was using the Bondi Boost hair growth shampoo and conditioner exclusively for 3 to 4 months. I was genuinely impressed with the length and the growth that I got from that shampoo and conditioner alone, because my hair was really like stagnant at one point. I feel like it just wasn't getting longer because it was breaking from the ends up. And then I got a trim and I feel like it started growing out a little bit nicer as well. But the Bondi Boost, I feel like wasn't addressing certain issues that I had with my hair. So it's still in my rotation. It's in my shower right now. I'm gonna use it at least twice a week. And then we'll do like a 1 year on Bondi Boost before and after. But like, I have dry skin and I have dry hair, and it just wasn't helping me in certain areas that I needed some extra help in. So I did a bunch of research. I even like listened to all these podcasts with scalp experts and hair care experts on them. And after listening to those, I'm not gonna kid you, I feel a little cheated, because I feel like a lot of people say you shouldn't wash your hair every day, it's bad for your hair, this, that, and the other. And I thought, okay, yeah, you know, like I said, have a dry hair type, so I can go a full week without needing to wash my hair. It will not get that greasy. In fact, in some of my old hair tutorials when I was really young and I first started my channel, I would say, oh, you know, I'm on 4th day hair, and people still to this day will leave comments saying, there is no way that is 4th day hair. But your girl has a dry skin type, dry scalp. My hair just doesn't get that oily. but I love the feeling of clean hair, and I also don't like the way my hair looks when I don't wash it. So I want to wash it because I feel like it just gets like really dry, and it doesn't look so good when I don't wash my hair. So anywho, I have found the shampoo and conditioner that has made my hair feel nourished. The first time I used it, I was blown away by it. It's the Strength Cure line from Pureology. This is for damaged and color treated hair. Okay, the shampoo, first of all, the lather is out of this world. You need such a tiny amount of product. This is supposed to have 80 plus shampoos in this bottle. It is incredible. Like I said earlier, I love a good lather. I was like, I used way too much and I couldn't like deal with the amount of lather that I had going on. But wow, this line, it makes my hair feel incredibly nourished. And then the conditioner itself as well is extremely hydrating. The way my hair feels when I'm done shampooing and conditioning with this line is just buttery and smooth. It dries with less frizz, and it just has a really great amount of shine, and it just looks so healthy and so nice. So I wanted to share those with you. So the point I'm trying to make with the shampoo and conditioner is I feel like my hair is getting to the point where it's thriving a little bit better by switching up the products that I use for cleansing and conditioning to be a little bit more repairing versus only using the Bondi Boost focusing on growth. So I feel like these are doing my hair a good deed, and like I said, I even listened to one podcast where I think it was the founder of Virtue Labs, who's like a scalp specialist and all that, and she was talking about how washing your hair is not a bad thing. Your scalp has pores on it. It's like washing your face, and it's like skincare for your face but for your hair. So that's just me. Everybody's different, but even though my hair doesn't get, you know, greasy, it still feels like not clean, you know, on the scalp area. So it doesn't maybe look oily, but it doesn't feel clean. And I like having clean hair. So please let me be, because now that I've been shampooing and conditioning regularly, my hair looks better and it feels so much more healthy. Now, the other thing I really wanted to recommend, which is actually almost gone, I probably only have like 2 more weeks left of product in this, so I've almost used up the entire bottle. It's the Pro Capel Hair Tonic from Bondi Boost. This helps with preventing shedding. So right around this time of year, again, I notice my hair sheds so much before the winter and then after the winter. It's just that change in seasons, and although my hair still does shed, it's not been anywhere as bad as it's been in the previous fall years. So I really do think that this is making a big difference, because I'll be like, you know, washing my hair, doing my conditioner, brushing, not as much hair in the brush, not as much hair shedding in the shower either. Again, it's supposed to really help with growth as well, but I'm also taking Nutrafol vitamins. I just finished the first bottle, so I'm on my second bottle tomorrow. I literally just finished the bottle today, this morning. But yeah, so I'm taking Nutrafol. I'm using the Pro Capel for anti-shedding. Noticed a big difference. Would highly recommend this. And just trying to take all over better care of my hair. I really want my hair to be like super long in a year. That's what I hope we can get to. But last thing I want to mention in terms of hair is the Hair Edit hairbrush. You can see it's got this really nice curve that kind of like hugs to your head when you're brushing, and it goes through knots and tangles without snapping any hair. It's incredible. I love it. I love even like, I'm not gonna do it today because I have like a slick hairstyle, but like massaging my scalp with it in the shower. So I use this in the shower. I use this actually before the shower, in the shower, and then post shower to brush out tangles, and it's so nice. I think this would be so nice for anybody that has like a longer hair type that might be a little bit more prone to snapping and breaking. So I really like this. But yeah, we're just like hoping that we can grow it out and slowly cut off the damage inch by inch until I just have like all dark hair. But I hope you found this fun to watch. If you have any questions about anything I mentioned, please feel free to hit me up in the comments down below. I'll always do my best to help you. This was like a lot we talked about today, so I'll link everything. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. If you would subscribe, I would love that. And if you would come follow me on Instagram, I would love that as well. But other than that, I'll see you in my next one. Thank you so much for watching this one. Bye, everyone.